Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.
Blackwater Holylight están listas para regresar a Guadalajara. Tendrán un par de actuaciones en nuestro país como artistas invitadas en el show de Blues Pills, que estarán los primeros días de noviembre en nuestro país. Para platicar respecto al trabajo que está haciendo en este momento el grupo, tenemos el gusto de conectar en esta videollamada con Faris y con Mikayla. Hello, girls.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Where are you right now?
Where are we?
Yes.
We're in LA.
Cool.
Los Angeles, yeah.
You live there or in Oregon?
We live here. We moved from Oregon about a year ago.
Oh, how was the process of changing the city?
There were challenges for sure, but it was good. We all moved together, and Sunny and I live in a house together here, so took some adjusting, but really glad we made the move down here.
It's yes, it's always good to be in a place with so many things happening around, so many culture, so many movement.
Exactly. That was like a big reason of why we wanted to get out of Oregon, because I mean, it's really cold and rainy there. So that was a big one because we want the sun, but we're just around so many more people and things and cultures and everything. It's so much more vibrant here. So it's been good for us to expand in that way.
Yes, and closer to Mexico, right?
Yeah, and that.
Yeah.
So you come to Guadalajara in February 2020. You play in Adverso Festival. Just sound amazing. It was an amazing set. How was your experience playing here in Guadalajara?
It was amazing. We loved it.
Fun.
Like we just felt all the love from all the fans down there, and it was our first time, and it was like amazing just how welcome we felt. And played just like some of the biggest shows we had ever played down there, and it was just a really good experience.
Yeah, it was so fun. Everyone was like so glad that we were there, and everyone was really friendly, so we were running around making a bunch of friends with everyone, and the stage was really big, and it was just such a good, warm, welcoming experience. So we're so excited to come back.
Yes. Carla and all the people from the festival told me that I have to see you live. Blew my mind. I have to say it blew my mind to see your set. And I'm looking forward to see you in a few days to return here to Guadalajara. In these 2 years, you release an EP, correct?
Yeah, we have a third album that we put out.
Okay.
I think like
Last October.
it was like almost exactly a year ago.
And this album was made during the COVID pandemic. It was a challenge to make a record during this pandemic?
It was. I mean, there were challenges, but it also made it kind of easier in a way because we weren't touring at the time. And so we had just all the time to just write and focus on that. And so the writing process for the album went pretty quick. Because that's all we were doing. Like we had our COVID bubble, like we were the only people pretty much that we were seeing, and we were just able to get together like multiple times a week and write and then record. And also our keyboard player was pregnant during this whole process, so that added a challenge to it as well. But
it was pretty, it was, when COVID hit in 2020, we were in Mexico, actually. Well, we weren't. We were in Mexico right before it. And then we were on a tour in the States. But we, for that whole year, had a lot of touring planned. So we were going to be really busy on the road. And then obviously all of that got canceled. And so for us, we were like, okay, well, how are we going to use this time? So we were like, let's just write and record a record before the end of the year. And then we were all kind of like, okay, let's just do it. We were just jumped right in, we're like, let's go. So it was good that we didn't hesitate at all. We were like, if we have this time, let's use it.
There's a lot of artists made music and write albums and make stuff during the pandemic. It's a way to get through all these hard times.
Exactly. Yeah.
And how important was for you to visit Mexico in order to create this new record? Because you have, as you said, the importance of see your fans live, to see the craziness about the people is welcoming you. It was part of the experience to make this record?
Yeah, I mean, I think that all of the shows we've played, all the touring we've done, everything that kind of led up to that, making that album contributed to it, because there was, when we were making it, we were making it with the understanding that it was going to reach a lot wider of an audience than just our community in Portland. You know, it was like we were to the point where we're making something and we're sharing it with more of a music community that expands across multiple countries rather than just what we were doing at home. And so to be able to like make music and know that it was going to reach so many people felt like intimidating, but it's also really comforting, you know, because you kind of feel like you have a family everywhere that you go.
It's important to have this connection, not only with the fans, but the people in the music industry, because it gets you to make things greater, right?
It's huge. Yeah. It's like, it's such a massive part of making the music is the connections that come along with it. And it's not just fans, you know, it's other people in the music industry. It's people that make merch. It's people that drive buses. It's like this huge working system of people that are doing things every day so that we can go and stand on stage and play. You know, it's not just like the band. It's just, there's so many moving parts to the whole thing.
And talking about the music in your latest record, I love that even if you have this metal vibe, it's not only metal, it's psy rock, it's stoner rock, it's a lot of things. And you sound great. How was the process of making the music for the record, to writing the music for the record?
It's kind of like, it just happens very organically, and like not every song is different. We don't have like a specific process for writing. It just, you know, someone will bring an idea to the group and we'll kind of go from there, or sometimes Sunny will write, like have lyrics and a guitar part written and bring it to us, and we'll figure out how to structure it or how to change it, and then we'll all write our own parts. And it's like pretty organic, and we all have very different influences and different things we like to listen to, so we all have very different like things we bring to the table in the writing process. Yeah, and it's like, in our personal taste, we do like we do share a lot of the same music, but then like Mikayla just said, we all listen to really different stuff. So I think that, you know, for Sarah, like especially on the synths, she listens to a lot more of like that psych kind of stuff. And so it's really crazy. Like currently me and Allison and Mikayla have been working on new songs, and we'll kind of have this part together, and then Sarah comes in and plays something over it, and what she does like completely changes the entire sound of the song, because she's playing keys and because she's got kind of different ideas. And so we're kind of like, if we all have an idea and they don't really like seem like they should go together, we're just kind of like, fuck it, we'll do it anyways. And so that's kind of what creates this thing of where we have a lot of different sounds, and all of our songs like sound a little different, because we're just sort of like, if this is what we're playing and this is what's natural, let's just do it. You know, we're not trying to make everything sound the same, because you don't want to listen to a record that's an hour of the same sounding song, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's good that they let all the song have the vibe, the needs, the move, the needs. Each song is different, as you said, but it's important that in the collection, when you listen to the album, you find a narrative that is important to share with the audience.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
And you will play here in Guadalajara and Mexico City with Blues Pills. Have you shared shows with them?
No, we've never played with them before. I have listened to them, like I've been listening to them for a few years, here and there.
Yeah, I
so
didn't know that. No.
So I'm excited I've never seen them play, and I'm excited they're coming all the way from Sweden. And I think I'm the opposite. I had never really
listened to them or heard of them until we got these shows. And so when they asked us, I was like, oh, let's look up this band. I was like, oh, they're really cool. But then, yeah, she's been listening to them for, I don't know why I've never heard of them. See, but that's an example. She listens to them and knows who they are. I have no idea. So,
so the four of you live together and play together, travel together. It's hard, the moment that you spend with each other.
So Sunny and I live together. So the other bandmates don't live with us. It's just us.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, we're just like so used to just being together all the time anyway. Like when we moved in together a year ago, it was like nothing's changing. We're used to being together all the time anyway. We pretty much all live together on the road. And you know, when you're in a band, like you just need to like work really well with the people that you're around and know how to communicate and just know how to be around each other and work as a team. So I think that through the years of playing together, we've gotten really good at that.
Yeah, it hasn't always been easy, you know, when you're with the same couple people all of the time. It's really easy to like need some space, but yeah, like just from so much time on the road and all the records we made and just everything, you know, it's like we've gotten so used to just being a unit, and to the point where sometimes when I'm doing stuff without them, I'm like, oh, this is weird, you know.
I know. So you have released your latest album, Silence Motion, in physical formats, right? In vinyl, in CD, and some of them are sold out in your Bandcamp.
Yeah, are they? Oh,
yes.
You know, it's because I know that vinyl, we've been low on vinyls because a lot of the press houses here that make records have been really backed up because of like supplies, and everything from COVID is just taking forever. Yes. So I know it took us like an extra couple months to get some of our vinyl, but they should be stocked up now. And if they're not, then they're either on the Riding Easy record store, or we're also going to have them at shows. So if people are going to come see us live, we'll have all of that stuff there. And then you can say hi to us while you're getting it.
Yes. We can buy the vinyl when you visit Guadalajara, and you can sign your vinyl, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
In your Bandcamp, the silver red album vinyl is sold out, but we can have it purple in CD and regular black.
I think I have purple and red, or maybe red.
Oh, cool.
I have a couple colors and black ones, so we'll have a little variety there.
And more important about the physical format, it's the experience of listening to vinyl, right? Because you put it in the turntable, listen loud, see the art, read the lyrics, the credits. I mean, it's an experience to listen to vinyl, and you can find this narrative that we spoke when you listen to the whole album.
Exactly. Yeah, it's fun.
Please,
we have all of the lyrics, and we've got all that stuff in the vinyl too, so you'll be able to see it.
We will buy the vinyl in November the 1st when you come to Guadalajara to play with Blues Pills in C3 stage. In the meantime, we can listen to the album in all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. It's all there, right?
Yep, correct.
Amazing. Well, guys, looking forward to see you here in Guadalajara again, to buy the vinyl, to have a chat, and I hope you can have an amazing time again here in Mexico.
Yeah, thank you so much. Make sure you come and say hi to us when you're at the show.
Yes.
You're coming, right? Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I'll be there.
Okay.
So, girls, thank you so much for the chat. It's been a pleasure to have this conversation with you. Looking forward to see Blackwater Holylight here in Guadalajara again.
Yeah, thank you.
So nice to meet you.
Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.